Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. So I'm just going to jump right into it because I don't have much time to do an intro. But in today's video, I will be showing you how I transform this situation we've got going on into a ashy lived-in foliage. So if you're interested, just keep watching. Okay, so obviously we want to lift her a little bit at her mids. Her ends are pretty light already, so we don't really have to worry about the ends, and we definitely do not want to hurt the integrity of her hair since they're already so pre-lightened. We are going to mix up oxycur lightener from Goldwell, and I'm just going to do a couple of scoops of it. And we're actually only going to be using a 10 ball. The reason why is because her hair is going to be sitting for a while because I have to put color in between each foil. So with that, we are going to go slow and steady, which is always my motto. I feel like some stylists want to get their clients in and out, which is totally fine, but I feel like that can definitely make for damaged hair if you go in with like a 20 ball or 30 ball and just try to like bust it out. So we're gonna go low and slow today. I am gonna be adding a tiny bit of Olaplex, probably like 1/8 of an ounce. So we're gonna add this guy in there too. All right, first things first, we're going to go ahead and section her out. I prefer going with diagonal partings, so I'm going to do that with each of the sides. And then I'm also going to be doing smaller, thinner stitching as well, so I will go in and do a baby light, and then I will tease it out. The reason I like to tease or backcomb is just to ensure a seamless blend with no lines, so I just like to do that. And then I will be taking my B-board by Becky Miller. You guys, I'm honestly so obsessed with this thing. It gives me a hard surface, which makes for way more saturation, and it just gives me way more control over painting and everything. I don't know, I'm just kind of obsessed. I will also begin back brushing, kind of going against the direction that the hair is laying. I hope that makes sense. That's to ensure that it's a softer transition, and it reduces harshness as well. I will also paint in a V or a W depending on where I want the depth, and that will just depend on what your client is wanting and all of that stuff. And then I'll be going in and just laying the foil right on top. I don't fold it or anything. Now I'm taking a middle section and I'm going to do the same process to this. I like to alternate the two diagonal sections with one center section. I don't know why. I just feel as though it lays more natural and just looks a bit more cohesive. I can't talk, you guys. Anyways, it'll all vary on what your client is wanting. So just keep that in mind. And I'm also just going to go ahead and speed this portion up so that you're not just listening to me talk the whole time. And I'll get back to you guys once we're on to the next step of this whole process. so now we are on to the front. I want to brighten up her hairline and give her a subtle money piece. So I'm going to take thinner sections, and you'll notice that I'm applying the lightener higher up than I did in the back. I like it to be a gradient effect where there are lower pieces of the blonde in the back, fading higher once we get to the front. It's not a huge difference, but that way we will have more variation and it's not all starting at the same place on our head. So for her money piece, I actually didn't get to film it. I think my camera either died or it just went out of focus, so I'm going to explain to you. So for her money piece, I foiled a slice and then a baby light. And then around her hairline, like on her baby hairs, you'll see me foil those so you guys can see that. So yeah, just wanted to add that in there really quick. I hope you guys are enjoying this. If you are, give it a thumbs up. Okay, I'm done.
Never ever meant to be so sour, baby. Running out of steam every day, be the same. Living like this, testing all my patience. Need a bit of you every time I drink. Like a lime, like a lime. They all want something now. I don't got the time to go and fuck around. See my eyes got money bags, I don't rest. I might be a Nike fiend, I need my checks. Headed for the limelight, ain't just hype, it's not overnight. I take my advice, I'm gonna do this right. Feeling nice, what's the price? Yeah. Do not live in twice, yeah. My fam on my spine, yeah. Green be getting sliced like a lime. Never ever meant to be so sour, baby. Running out of steam every day, be the same. Living like this, testing all my patience. Need a bit of you every time I drink. Like a lime, like a lime. I depend on the way you send chills down my spine. Wanna give you all my time. Give you all my time. You burn my chest just like tequila. Wanna show you why you don't really need her. Why you don't really need her. Never ever meant to be so sour, baby. Running out of steam every day, be the same. Living like this, testing all my patience. Need a bit of you every time I drink. Like a lime, like a lime.
Okay, so next thing we're going to be doing is mixing up her base color that I want to smudge down to kind of eliminate the highlighty vibe she's got going on. And we're going to make it more lived in. So we're going to be doing this at her root, and we're going to be smudging it down a little bit, like probably 2 inches down. And this is 1-to-1. So I'm going to be mixing this guy, and then I'm also going to be mixing another color for her mids, and I'll show you that in a second. Mixing up 7.22 from Pravana and 7.1, and I'm going to be doing equal parts of these two. These really combat brassy hair. Like, I swear by Pravana for very, very resistant dark hair. So I'm going to be using these guys, and this will be on her mids. So you'll see me applying that in a second. And just FYI, these are 1 to 1.5 ratio. So do more developer than you do color. All right, so a lot of things are going on right now. We have all the formulations mixed up, and so I kind of want to explain this. This next step is where things get a little bit overwhelming. So in between each of the foils I just did, I'm going to apply the 5AB Redken gels about 2 inches down from her root, And then I'm going to go in with the Pravana concoction that we just mixed, the 7.1 and the 7.22, and we're going to apply that on the mids to counteract the brass that she has. So really we're doing a color correction right now. We're going hard in the paint, which I typically do. So it's a lot, but it's worth it at the end. So just like bear with me a bit. And then the very, very last step that I like to do, just to brighten up those ends a little bit more, I'm going to take that 10 volume that we had and tease out her very, very blonde ends and just sort of paint those to brighten them up a little bit. And then we're almost done. I'll show you guys what we end up toning her with and smudging her with, and you'll see the result. I'm so excited for you guys to see it. Alright, so now it's time to mix up her root smudge once we wash her out. So I'm going to be mixing up Redken Shades EQ, 8T, 6ABN, 7P, and 7M. I know it's kind of a mouthful, but that concoction is bomb, and I'm going to be putting that right over where we put the blonde, just to kind of diminish any lines. And then for her ends toner, we're doing an 8T, 9B, and a 9T. All equal parts. And I'm just so freaking excited. We're finally to the end, you guys. If you made it this far, thank you so much for hanging in there. I appreciate you guys so much, and I've been seriously so overwhelmed by all the love on my other balayage video, so thank you so much. So this is what we started with, and this is what we got. You guys, I'm so obsessed with this hair color. I hope you guys learned something, or you enjoyed this video, or it helped you in some way. If it did, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more. And go ahead and follow me on my social media. My Instagram is @hairbytaylr, and I'll see you guys on my next one. Bye.